Hello and welcome. My name's Angie Holden and I'm the blogger behind The Country Chic Cottage. Today we're going to talk about glitter sublimation blanks. I'm going to use a glitter tote bag as my example project. However, there are many glitter sublimation blanks on the market. I'm going to use this as an example, but they all basically work the same in that they look like glitter when you get them. In the past, I have used glitter zipper pouches, glitter mugs. There are glitter tumblers. There are a wide variety of glitter blanks on the market. This is a great way to add glitter to your project without needing to do anything. So you're going to pull up the file like normal. Any file will work for this, and then print it on your sublimation printer. And once you press it to these glittery blanks, which are already glitter when you get them, the glitter will come through that sublimation print. This is a very cool way to add an amazing effect to your sublimation projects. So first of all, let's take a look at the supplies we're going to use. For this project, you'll need your glitter sublimation blanks, a sublimation print. This is sublimation ink printed on sublimation paper from a sublimation printer, and the bags specifically say they are for sublimation. And then you'll need heat resistant tape, protective paper, some type of heat source, as well as possibly heat resistant gloves. Then you may want something like a lint roller to clean the bags off. Glitter sublimation blanks come in a wide variety of forms. However, the one thing they have in common is that they are going to look like glitter when you get them. The point is that this glitter finish will show through the sublimation ink because sublimation ink is translucent. So in this example, I am using a tote bag. I've used zipper pouches in the past. I've used mugs. There are glitter tumblers. There's a wide variety of glitter blanks that you can choose from. So pick whichever one you like for this project. Now remember, you need to follow all instructions for the sublimation blank that you are using. In order to resize and print my sublimation print, I am using Canva. And I went ahead and uploaded my designs. Click on the design to add it to your canvas. And I made my canvas as large as my sublimation paper so I could make my image as large as possible. You can resize it to whatever size you would like. And then once you're happy with the results, go ahead and download as a PDF for print. And I like to use CMYK settings. Then you will print this on your sublimation printer using sublimation ink on sublimation paper, and you do want to mirror the print when printing. For this particular sublimation blank, there's a lot going on. So there's a seam running across the top with a zipper. The inside has a pouch with a pocket. All of that can affect the sublimation on this top surface. So what I would recommend is to put some type of pressing pillow. I'm going to use an Easy Press mat on the inside of this, and that way you'll have a smooth surface to sublimate on once you add this to the press. Now, these do work with any heat press. I'm going to be using a large 15 by 15 press today in order to press everything at one time. First, you do want to preheat your blank just to remove any moisture or any wrinkles. While I'm doing the preheat, I go ahead and set the pressure. I'm looking for a medium pressure with this one. And then you will want to lint roll the surface off. Now, to avoid as many press marks as possible, I do recommend ripping around the edges of your sublimation print. So I will just rip around all four sides. Once you've done that, you'll put this sublimation print side down onto the bag, locate it into place, and then just use a couple pieces of heat resistant tape to hold that into place. Then you can head to the heat press, but be sure to put protective paper over the top of this when you do the heat pressing portion. And you can also put protective paper on the inside on top of your pressing pillow or Easy Press mat in order to protect it from any ink that goes through the bag itself. For this particular blank, I'm pressing at 360 degrees Fahrenheit for 60 seconds. Remember to always check where you purchase your blanks for the appropriate time and temperature for the blank that you're using. Once it's done and the press lifts, then we'll just go ahead and remove the protective paper and remove that sublimation print. But I did want to note that when I peeled everything back, the protective paper sort of stuck to this glitter sublimation blank. However, it did not affect the blank at all. So if it feels a little bit sticky when you're peeling it back, that is okay. You can then remove everything from the inside, and this is complete at this point. So now let's take a closer look at these bags. And here is the finished project. And you can see just how glittery it looks, and that the glitter shows through even where the colors are. So it'll show through where the white is, as well as where the colors are. And I did want to note that this Sublimation blank is completely smooth. You can't feel the glitter. I have had some glitter mugs where they were kind of a rough texture, but this one is completely smooth. And the other thing I wanted to show you is that on the paper, after it's sublimated, I can kind of see the dots or where the glitter flecks are. That is okay. So you are just seeing where some of those flecks are on the paper, and some areas didn't sublimate as much as others. Because if you look at this, some of the flecks here didn't really sublimate. So you're seeing that show through, or maybe it didn't take as much ink as other areas. But that's okay. So don't be alarmed when you see that when you peel back your sublimation print. Then I did do a second one. So this is like a tarot card, which is super popular right now. And again, you can see that this is a darker print, a lot of, blacks and really dark print, but everywhere throughout the entire thing, you can see that glitter finish through the sublimation. All right, now you've seen a couple of example projects and you saw that they both look amazing. So my cute little unicorn, and then I did one with a darker look in order to show you that dark colors would work as well. That means it doesn't matter what design you're going to use. Just grab your glitter sublimation blank, whether it's a glitter tote bag, glitter zipper pouch, glitter mug, glitter tumbler, any glitter sublimation blank, and add a sublimation print to it. And watch that glitter effect just come through that ink. I absolutely am in love with glitter sublimation blanks. I think it makes an amazing project and really adds that extra something special, especially when you're gifting something that you've made with your sublimation printer. So now, if you have any questions about anything I covered, drop down in the comment section, ask away. If you liked this video and it helped you, give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, head on over to my YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. I have videos just like this one every single week, and trust me, you don't want to miss any of those. So thank you all so much for joining me, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.